For decades, martial artist and actor Carlos Ray Norris Jr. has been kicking his way into the hearts of action film fans. In addition to his competitive karate career, Norris has starred in a string of successful movies as well as the long-running CBS drama, Walker, Texas Ranger, with Norris having reached the milestone age of 82 years old back in March 2022. We're taking a look at some of the more interesting facts about his life and career. Stay tuned near the end for the exclusive worldwide reveal of his baby photo. You are not going to want to miss it.
Number 10.
In 1984, Norris wanted to do a film about missing in action soldiers in memory of his younger brother Wilma Norris, who had been killed in action in Vietnam. Cannon Films agreed to produce the movie, which became Missing in Action. Two sequels followed in 1985 and 1988. It was the beginning of a long partnership with Cannon, which continued until Walker, Texas Ranger.
Vietnam, 1984. Chuck Norris is James Braddock, decorated war hero, ex-prisoner of war, an American on a mission. One man who couldn't forget the Americans that were left behind.
We categorically deny that there are any living MIA in Vietnam.
Wrong answer.
James Braddock has returned. To uncover the truth and free the soldiers.
We're going home?
Missing in action.
Damn right.
James Braddock declares war. The war isn't over until the last man comes home. America had no more heroes. Until now. Chuck Norris, Missing in Action.
Number 9.
Norris became a world champion in karate contests, which lent credence to his abilities as a martial arts instructor. He taught several celebrities the finer points of self-defense, including the Osmonds, Priscilla Presley, and Steve McQueen. Norris even trained Price's Right host Bob Barker, but not all his schools were doing well, and after retiring from competition in 1974, Norris was looking for other opportunities. McQueen suggested that Norris try his hand at acting. McQueen was right eventually. It took several years and 9 films, but Norris had a breakthrough with 1982's Lone Wolf McQuade.
You know, once a Texas Ranger kicked my father's teeth out. Would you do that to me, Texas Ranger?
Maybe you don't realize you're dealing with international gun smugglers, butchers. They provide every damn subversive and terrorist organization in the world with our guns.
What are they gonna do with all that hardware?
They fly them off to Mexico, to Central America, to terrorists and stuff.
Ranger J.J. McQuade is a walking symbol of the brutal, uncooperative, obsolete, and discriminatory nature of the Rangers today. Unquote.
Sorry, this is by invitation only.
This is my invitation, too.
Hey.
Loose lips sink ships.
Number 8.
At the height of his popularity in the 1980s, Norris teamed with animation company Ruby Spears for an animated series, Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos. The show featured Norris and a team of martial artists fighting villains like Super Ninja and the Claw. Although 65 shows were planned, just a few aired. We only did 6 of them. And then a woman at CBS said, "Those are too violent."
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris, man of action. Chuck Norris stars in Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. Chuck Norris, he's got nerves of steel and strength to match. Chuck Norris with his team, Pepper.
It's too dangerous, Chuck. Wow.
Too much.
Too much.
Kimo, the samurai warrior. Reed, Chuck's teenage apprentice. Tabe, a sumo champion. With Chuck Norris, they battle the sinister forces of the Claw.
Remember this.
And the ruthless Super Ninja.
I'll finish Norris.
Chuck Norris stars in Chuck Norris Karate Commandos.
Number 7.
In 2019, the first ever inaugural C-Force Chuck Norris 5K run was held in Texas on May 4th, selling out in record time. However, unlike other races, participants had to dress up like the actor while completing the race. The race registration includes a custom Chuck Norris shirt, beard, and belt buckle. Awards were also given to those in the best costume for men, women, and children categories.
We are on our way to number 6, but before we get there, don't forget to click that subscribe button, then like our video and share it with your friends. It helps the channel out and lets us know you like us. Thanks for watching.
Number 6.
Kickstart Kids, which Norris launched in 1990, brings free martial arts classes to public schools in Texas. Kids who would not have otherwise been able to learn martial arts get the chance to train, but that's not all. Kickstart Kids focuses on character development as well as martial arts, equipping kids with emotional and mental life skills that will help them throughout their lives. Since its inception, Kickstart Kids has helped over 100,000 students.
Number 5.
Norris was born in Ryan, Oklahoma, near the southern border and just a smidge north of Texas. Oklahoma is also the birthplace of century martial arts, so as far as martial arts legacies go, this medium-sized southern state isn't doing too bad.
Number 4.
Wilma Norris was just 18 years old when she gave birth to the baby, who would grow up to be Chuck Norris. According to his memoir Against All Odds, My Story, Norris' mom endured an exhausting 7 days of labor, during which doctors feared for her life and his. Norris was not breathing on his own when he was born on March 10, 1940, and had to be monitored in intensive care for the first 5 days. Wilma's baby probably isn't going to live, his grandmother wrote in a letter that week. He beat the odds, because he's Chuck Norris.
Number 3.
In Missing in Action 3, the kids we worked with were all Amerasian, Chuck Norris said. It was in the Philippines, so they were half Filipino, half American. We tried to help a lot of them financially. We were on the set one day, and this kid came in. He had a big growth on his cheek. When he walked around, he'd keep his hand over it. One day we took him to a surgeon, and he removed the growth. The change in him was incredible. Several days later, 3 more children with deformities found their way onto the set. We had them taken care of, as well, Chuck Norris said. And the next day, we had a line of 100 or so kids, and we were saying, "Oh my, what can we do?" We helped as many of them as we could because surgery over there was not that expensive.
Saigon, 1975. Colonel James Braddock left behind more than memories.
Your son's name is Van. He's alive.
Now, 12 years later, he's not just a soldier going after the enemy. He's a father searching for his child.
You must pay for the crimes that you have committed against my beloved country.
Until he discovers a generation left behind. The orphans of a forgotten war. Now, Braddock is on a heroic mission of mercy.
Get the truck!
Norris is fighting for everyone who can't fight back.
Don't step on any toes.
I don't step on toes. I step on necks.
Chuck Norris. Braddock, missing in action 3.
Number 2.
It wasn't a cobra, but a rattlesnake. While shooting an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, a scene called for Norris to grab a live rattlesnake off the ground and count its rattles. The first take went off without a hitch, but the director wanted a second take, and the snake sunk its fangs into Norris' hand. According to him, blood started gushing out, causing the director to take off running in panic. As a precaution, Norris went to the hospital to be checked for venom, but there was none in his system.
Number 1.
If you're a child of the internet, you know that there are only 2 uses for the World Wide Web: Chuck Norris jokes and nope, that's it. With exaggerated feats of strength and machismo, Chuck Norris facts come together to form the most absurd collection of achievements that are bound to leave you in tears. Do you know who else will leave you in tears? Chuck Norris. Ahead are some of our favorite Chuck Norris jokes to laugh your heart out to. Let's start things off with the man himself. Favorite joke about himself. Chuck Norris' face was going to be on Mount Rushmore, but the granite wasn't tough enough for his beard. Our favorite jokes we found while researching this list. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. When Chuck Norris was in middle school, his English teacher assigned an essay. What is courage? He received an A+ for turning in a blank page with only his name at the top. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. The Dead Sea was alive before Chuck Norris swam there. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. Chuck Norris can kill your imaginary friends. If it looks like chicken, tastes like chicken, and feels like chicken, but Chuck Norris says it's beef, it's beef. Chuck Norris has never blinked in his entire life. Ever. It takes Chuck Norris 20 minutes to watch 60 minutes. Chuck Norris can cook minute rice in 30 seconds. And finally, there is no chin behind Chuck Norris' beard. There is only another fist. What is your favorite Chuck Norris joke? Let us know in the comments.